Hi everyone, it's Gloria. Welcome to another Heartfelt Creations video. This design team project was made using the Echo Park's This and That Christmas collection, and I did a 12 by 12 layout, a 2-page spread, and it's titled "'Twas the Night Before Christmas Went All Through the House." So I used some Bazzill cardstock, non-textured cardstock as my base for the pages, and then this is the, let me do it by side here so you can see that better. So what I did here was I cut off about 3/4 of an inch on the sides, and then 1/4 of an inch on the bottoms and top. And then added this dark green cardstock and layered some photos. So I've got 4 by 3 photos and then 3 by 3 photos there. And I layered some paper and did some, used a scalloped edge border punch for this piece here. And then I added my title, which is a strip from the papers, and I added my photo mats, I forgot to mention, on some black cardstock to match. Here's a chipboard sticker. Here's one of the decorative brads. It's got a little Christmas tree on it. Then these poinsettias are layered for my stash, and then I just used a decorative button with a little Santa Claus on it. You can see those. There's a Santa in that one, and then a little Christmas tree in that one. And then I did add some flourishes that I got at Heartfelt as well. Okay, so that's the first side. And then this side has 2 more of the poinsettias in there, and also some more brads centered in those. This one has the one that has the number 25. And then this one has a dictionary definition of Christmas. Really cute. And some more of the flourishes there, and continued that stripe, a strip of paper with the scalloped edge border. And then here's some chipboard elements. There's a sticker actually here that looks kind of like a lace. Oh, and I apologize for the glare. It's probably not that easy to see. There we go. And then these are some chipboard pieces. That's Goodwill, Delight, Magical. This is one of the journaling spots from the collection. There's a page that has a bunch of these different kinds of cards, and it says Santa's Workshop Packing Slip, and it's just a really cute little journaling spot. Added a little sticker from the collection. It's got a star to match the paper here that has the star. And again, another 4 by 3 photo opportunity, and then, or I'm sorry, 2 of those 4 by 3s, and then a 3 by 3 here. So it's kind of what it looks like when it's laid out all together. Really fun layout, and I love the colors. Can't ever go wrong with black. So there's that. And then I made some cards. The first one is this one here. And let me zoom in so you can see these a little better. There we go. Okay, so what I did was I used some paper from the collection. I inked all the edges of everything in black Distress ink and rounded the top 2 corners. I used one of those journaling type spots here, and I love the chevron pattern on it. And I really, really like this little hand, the little finger pointing like that. It's super cute. So I wanted to make sure you could see that. And then I have a scalloped circle punch that I used on the design paper. Added a flourish, added a poinsettia sticker from the sticker sheet, and then a chipboard piece that says greetings and wishes for a happy new year. And there's a snowflake decorative brad up here. And that is it. The inside didn't do anything to the inside on that. So there's that one there. The second one is this one here. I did this one vertically. I'm sorry, horizontally rather. And I rounded the bottom 2 corners. And then I did a strip of some green chevron pattern here, and then a black scalloped edge border strip here. Added this sticker is from the sticker sheet, and it was just very vintage and very just brown and white. So I took some red stickles, Christmas red I think is what it's called, stickles, and just colored in the Santa, his suit. So you can see the sparkle on that. And then I matted it onto a oval on some black cardstock and put that up on some dimensional adhesive there, some foam squares. And then added this chipboard piece. It says Merry Christmas, and tied some twine, red and white twine, that I also got at Heartfelt. And then there's some large red bling there. So really cute, simple card, and left it as is on the inside. The third card I made is a little bit larger card. Those ones were 4 by 5.5, and this one's I think 5 by 6.5. It's a larger card, which is a lot of fun to work with. And on this one, I distressed everything with Walnut Stain Distressing by Tim Holtz, and just layered some designer papers on there. I used a sticker sheet from the collection that has alphabets, and just spelled out Be Jolly. And then I layered, this is a sticker, this red one here is a sticker, and then this one is just that same scalloped edge border punch that I used along that. And then this is a die cut also from the paper, and it just is kind of a tan taupe color on this off-white, and I decided to give it a little bit of sparkle, so I stickled that as well. I don't know if that's showing up very well, but there we go. Really cute. So I love how that looks. It just looks like those icicles that you decorate your Christmas tree with. And I put that up on dimensional foam squares as well. And then used a random flower punch to kind of make it look like a poinsettia, was kind of where I was going with that. And I layered 3 different layers of it. And then added a decorative brad in the center that's got the shape of a doily in the center. So really cute. And that is pretty much it. And that one didn't do anything to the inside. And then the last one I made is this one here. Again, another 5 by 6.5. And on this one I used a scallop, the scalloped edge border punch for just this edge. So it kind of layers like that, and this is an off-white color. And I used some black cardstock, and then took a white gel marker and drew some dash lines here, and then drew some lines straight down with a ruler to make it look like the ornaments are hanging there. And then I just took a circle punch and did these different papers from the collection, and then added some embroidery floss, white embroidery floss on the top of all of those. So it's just a really bright and colorful card, and it's a great way to use scraps. And then there's this large sticker that says Happy Holidays, and that's kind of where I got the size of the ornaments. Is just the sticker is very large, the font and everything. So I figured something had to be something bigger. So that's what I did for that one. Okay, and then the last thing I made was a simple little banner that spells joy. I don't know how best to, let me see if I can zoom out so you can see that better. There we go. Sorry about that. So here is this banner, and I just decided I wanted it to kind of go on an angle like that. So it's not that you're seeing kind of funny, it's just that's how I decided to do this. So what I did was I just used some coasters, recycled some coasters that are about 4 inches in diameter. And I used some of the paper from the collection on each different pattern on each one, and then used up some stickers and chipboard pieces. On this one I used that doily sticker again, and then added some of the chipboard buttons on the center there. This one has a little train on it. This one has Santa with the sleigh, kind of a chipboard banner that way. It's another sticker. And then I took off the prongs off the brads, the decorative brads, and placed them as kind of gems on here to dot the J and on the O, and then on the side of the Y there. So I did that. Here's another sticker that's got like banners, and then I used some more of those chipboard buttons to kind of highlight that a little bit. And then there's a chipboard poinsettia, and then these were just letters from my stash, and they are glittered, so they kind of give a good touch to it. And then the back I did all the same, the green paper on the back, and I tied them together with jute. Really cute. Just decided to tie some knots in between here, and then just a large strand up here to be able to hang it. So these are my projects for this design team project. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the store. Bye-bye.